Okay, be honest. What if you literally never had to explain yourself to ChatGPT ever again? Imagine ever having to type out, all right, so here's my project, here's my target audience, and here's my exact situation every single time you open up a brand new chat. Look, if you have ever felt that intense, repetitive frustration of trying to give an AI enough context to actually be helpful, well, you are going to absolutely love this explainer. Because honestly, the entire relationship you have with AI has fundamentally changed.
Welcome to the Explainer. Today, we're diving deep into how ChatGPT is transitioning from a forgetful, transactional chatbot into what is basically a permanent, personal AI operating system. We're talking about a complete overhaul here, one that finally makes this technology work consistently with you, rather than forcing you to start from scratch every single day. It's a real game changer, so let's get right to it.
Okay, let's dive right into this. Section 1, the core update breakdown. To really wrap our heads around this massive paradigm shift, we first need to break down the 4 core pillars that are completely replacing that old, invisible, kind of black box memory system we used to have to deal with. So first up is the memory summary. Second, we have automatic updating. Third is memory sources. And fourth is full user control. Think of this as our roadmap for the new system. It's a completely redesigned layer that takes AI personalization out of the shadows and makes it totally 100% transparent.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the memory summary itself. This is really the cornerstone of the whole update. I want you to think of this as a transparent, living profile of you sitting right there inside ChatGPT. It actively pulls together and displays your specific projects, your goals, your preferences, and your workflow context, all in a totally readable format. You can actually see what the AI thinks it knows about you. So no more guessing. It's no longer this creepy mystery happening somewhere behind the scenes.
But you know, it doesn't just stop at visibility. Let's talk about full user control. You can go in and review your entire summary, edit any weird errors, tell it to block specific memories from ever being used, seamlessly switch over to a temporary chat, or if you want, just turn the memory completely off. Honestly, control is arguably the most underrated feature here. It puts you firmly in the driver's seat of your own data, letting you curate exactly how you want the AI to respond to you. Which brings us to this incredibly powerful realization. It's not just that ChatGPT remembers more. It's that you're now in the driver's seat. AI personalization used to be this invisible, unnerving background process where you never quite knew what it was learning or how it was profiling you. Now, it's a highly collaborative tool that you actively manage, shape, and audit.
All right, moving right along. Section 2, Workflow 1, the student.
So how do we actually put this to work? Let's move from all this abstract tech stuff to practical utility. We'll look at a tangible, fast-paced workflow for a student who's just juggling a ton of exams. It's a really efficient 3-step setup. Step 1 is building your memory profile. You just have one single initial conversation with ChatGPT to log your subjects, your weakest topics, how you learn best, and your exact exam dates. Once that's saved in the memory system, you literally never have to repeat it. Step 2 is your daily session, and Step 3 is chaining the output. For Step 2, the daily session, look at how incredibly simple your prompt becomes. You just type, "Create today's study plan." That is it. No massive paragraph of context. Because you already built that memory profile, you need zero re-explaining. The AI already knows your syllabus. It knows what you struggled with yesterday. It knows you absolutely despise calculus and learn way better with visual aids, and it knows exactly where you are on your calendar. It just builds a hyper-personalized plan just for today. Let's move to the next part and see how this builds. Once you have that daily plan, you simply chain the outputs. You seamlessly go from the study plan to asking for concise notes, to generating a customized quiz on your weak areas, straight into a 2-week revision schedule. Seriously, in just about 20 minutes, you've created a massive, highly specific study system without once having to remind the AI that your exam is in 14 days or that you prefer flashcards over essays. It's brilliant.
Section 3, Workflow 2, the team lead.
Okay, now let's scale this application up to the professional level. This workflow is designed specifically for, say, a project manager or a creative team lead who is juggling multiple moving parts, team deadlines, and trying to maintain a strict brand voice. Again, we're using a 3-step framework. Step 1, onboard ChatGPT to your project. You feed it your project overview, your core objectives, the target audience, and your communication tone just once. The memory saves the whole shebang, ensuring that every single future task is going to automatically pull from this established baseline of context. Which leads us directly to Step 2, Instead of scattered note-taking and having to reorient the AI every single morning, your daily prompt becomes just this. What's the highest impact task for the project today? Because it already knows your deadlines and objectives from that memory baseline we set up, it gives you a calibrated, highly specific project briefing. We aren't talking about generic, run-of-the-mill productivity advice here. This is actual strategic alignment for your specific team and your specific goals.
And then we hit step 3, generating connected outputs. From that morning brief, you can ask for status update drafts, outreach messages, or milestone checklists. And here's the best part. They will all automatically maintain your consistent brand voice. Now, if something does feel slightly off-brand, well, the new Memory Sources feature lets you instantly audit exactly which previous conversation it learned that weird preference from, so you can easily correct it right then and there. Honestly, it's a total game changer for consistency.
Moving on to Section 4, Limitations and Data Privacy. Now, while this update is incredibly impressive and a massive leap forward, we have to be real. It is not flawless. We need to look analytically at the very real limitations and the new data privacy responsibilities that naturally come with an OS-level integration. So the crucial point is looking at the difference here. The old transactional AI was forgetful, invisible, and started from zero every single time. The new OS model is accumulative, transparent, and steerable. But because it is accumulative, the privacy and data management, that's now squarely on your shoulders.
So here's the catch, and you need to be intensely aware of this. Number 1, memory can drift. The AI might infer something subtly incorrect about you and then just apply it everywhere if you don't actively go in and audit your summary. Number 2, the full features are actually still rolling out across user plans, so you'll need to check your specific settings to see what you have access to. And number 3, privacy management is entirely on you. Think about it. You are accumulating highly detailed personal and professional data in one single place. That is a heavy responsibility to manage.
Which leads directly to this vital, actionable piece of advice. Please use temporary chats for sensitive sessions. If you are discussing legal matters, medical issues, financial data, or highly personal topics, you have to be intentional. Switch over to a temporary chat so that your sensitive data isn't permanently logged into your AI operating system's memory profile. Better safe than sorry, right?
Finally, Section 5, the bigger picture.
And this brilliantly illustrates the massive architectural shift we are currently witnessing for the future of all AI tools. We are zooming out from just a neat little feature update to a fundamentally new way of interacting with and building upon our technology. As this quote captures perfectly, we're at the beginning of AI tools that actually know you, in a collaborative way. Remember, we're looking at only version 1 of this approach. The workflows, the preferences, and the context you establish today, they are going to relentlessly compound in value over time. The AI is becoming less of a digital search engine and much more of a dedicated, context-aware colleague.
So, as we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with this provocative question to really think about. What's the one thing you'd want ChatGPT to always remember about you or your work? Seriously, think about how establishing that single piece of permanent context could streamline your daily workflow. It's pretty wild to consider. I really hope this helped you understand the power of this new operating system model. Please like, share, and subscribe, please, and drop a comment in comment box.